Spring Boot, overriding one application.properties from command line introduction. In Spring Boot, configuration is usually defined in application.properties, application.yml. However, sometimes you need to override a property at runtime without modifying the file. Common scenarios: changing server port, switching database URL, enabling, disabling features, testing different configurations. Spring Boot allows you to override any property directly from the command line. What does override property from command line mean? It means replacing a value defined in application.properties with a new value when starting the application. In simple terms, config file value means overridden by command line means new value used. Example concept: application.properties means overridden means runtime value applied. Why this is important? Without overriding, need to edit config file, rebuild or redeploy, risk of mistakes. With overriding, quick changes, no file modification, flexible execution. Example concept: runtime override means faster configuration changes. Basic syntax: use key equals value when running the application. Example Java jar app.jar-server.port equals 9090. Example concept: command line means overrides property. Example scenario application .properties server.port equals 8080. Run command java-jar app.jar-server.port equals 9090. Result: app runs on port 9090. Example concept: command line value means higher priority means overrides file. Overriding database configuration application.properties. Spring datasource.url equals JDBC MySQL localhost 3306 devdb. Override java-jar app.jar. Spring datasource.url equals JDBC MySQL localhost 3306 proddb. Example concept: switch DB at runtime means no code change. Overriding multiple properties. Java-jar app.jar. Server.port equals 9090. Spring.profiles.active equals prod. Feature.enabled true. Example concept: multiple overrides means applied together using Maven MVN Spring Boot run -d Spring Boot.run.arguments -server.port equals 9090. Example concept: Maven run means pass arguments means override config using Gradle. Gradle boot run -args -server.port equals 9090. Example concept: Gradle means runtime config override property priority order. Spring Boot applies properties in order of priority. Command line arguments: highest, environment variables, application.properties, default values. Example concept: higher priority means overrides lower priority. Overriding profile java-jar app.jar-spring.profiles.active equals prod. Example concept: activate profile means different config loaded using environment variables. Alternative: instead of command line, export server port equals 9090. Example concept: n variable means overrides property real-world example config feature .payment.enabled.false. Override java-jar app.jar-feature.payment.enabled.true. Example concept: feature toggle means dynamic control. Common mistakes: 1. Missing java-jar app.jar server.port equals 9090. 2. Wrong property name, server.port versus server port. 3. Using quotes incorrectly, server.port equals 9090. May cause issues in some shells. 4. Not restarting app. Changes only apply on startup. 5. Profile conflict. Profile config may override your value. Best practices. Best practices include: use command line overrides for quick changes. Use environment variables for production. Avoid hard-coding values. Document important properties. Combine with profiles for flexibility. Example concept: runtime config means flexible deployment advantages. Advantages include no code changes required, fast configuration updates, ideal for testing, flexible deployment, easy automation. Challenges include remembering correct property names, debugging overridden values, managing multiple overrides, shell syntax issues. By learning this topic, you understand how to override properties at runtime, how Spring Boot resolves configuration, property priority order, how to use command line arguments, how to switch environments dynamically. Simple definition: override property from command line. The process of replacing a configuration value at application startup using command line arguments. Final summary: Spring Boot allows you to override any property using this java-jar app.jar-property.name equals value. This has the highest priority, meaning it overrides values in application.properties environment variables. It is useful for quick testing environment changes dynamic configuration. This makes Spring Boot applications flexible and easy to manage across different environments.